My lab has designed this open microfluidic lollipop. It's literally a lollipop that you can enjoy. We initially developed this to be able to collect the bacteria that cause strep throat to avoid the horrible, back of the throat swab that children hate and adults hate when you have to get that at the doctor's office. It contains a strawberry flavored sugar-free candy, and then this spiral open microfluidic channel where saliva gets pulled into this channel as the person sucks on it. My lab does a lot of different things. We leverage chemistry and physics understandings of fluid flow to make tools that are useful for human health. I think for as long as I can remember, I've been interested in science. As a really young child, I did a tremendous amount of little experiments at my home and elementary school. I first learned about the scientific method, and I was really excited that somebody had kind of formalized what I was trying to do. I think one of the things I like about microfluidics, quite honestly, is its interdisciplinarity. We're at a really exciting time in healthcare where we have a lot of new therapies that are coming out for a number of different diseases. But it's challenging to pick a therapy that will suit a particular individual. I would like to understand how a person's chemical pathways are connected, so that if I understand that, we'd be able to inform clinicians to choose the right therapy from the beginning. First open microfluidic trigger valve. That actually did happen in this lab, the very first open microfluidic trigger valve. Some of our projects involve making tools for at-home sampling of blood and saliva. Other projects involve making organ-on-a-chip models with microfluidic devices in the lab. One of our methods is an at-home blood collection and RNA stabilization system. It's regular cardboard box. There's no ice packs or styrofoam containers, so it allows for shipping of samples back to the lab at room temperature. People can simply roll up your sleeve, put this blood collection device on your upper arm and press the button. This was a commercially available device, but my lab's innovation was to ask the question, how could we stabilize RNA molecules in the blood sample? If people were to mail this back to our lab at room temperature, the RNA molecules would be destroyed by the time it got back to our lab. And so we engineered a tube where we can put an RNA stabilizing reagent and screw the blood collection tube into that and shake it vigorously. And the person can actually, therefore, basically be their own phlebotomist, draw their own blood, and their own lab technician just by shaking two tubes together, no pipetting needed. We've been able to reach populations in rural areas who are far away, 5-6 hours away from a major research university. The Packard Fellowship has literally touched every project in my research group. When I wrote the Packard Fellowship, we hadn't even conceived of the home RNA kit or the Lollipop saliva collection device. Most of the breakthroughs that my lab has made over the last 9 years would not have been possible without foundation money. I envision that someday the Candy Collect Lollipop will just be something that you can get at the pharmacy, and people will just keep them in their medicine cabinet, much like they keep a thermometer in their medicine cabinet now. I would love to encourage people to be curious and ask their questions. Even the most fundamental observation might lead to something that's actually very tangible and has an effect on people's daily lives.